Okay, this morning we're going to go do a little fishing again. This time back at In-N-Out Burger. I'm going to try using some topwater lures. I think I've got that grasshopper that I used the other day, as well as maybe even a deer hair popper. It's about, well, it's just about sunrise, and we'll be rebroadcasting this later. So do stay tuned. Hopefully we can catch you and maybe catch a few fish and show you what we did today, or yours truly did today. All right, wish me luck. Okay, we're set up. Gonna bring the 7.5 foot 2-3 weight Echo Ion 7.5 foot 3 Forks Prestige Cabela's rod, the 3-piece that I've been using here these past streams and whatnot. And let's go give it a try. A little windy right out here, and gonna be using that foam grasshopper. Another view of the foam grasshopper. Very simple tie. It's 2mm closed cell foam, just kind of shaped in a kind of grasshopper pattern, and then I tie it down here at the tail as well as the head. Makes a little body, and then I got these silly legs and whatnot. Let's see what we can do today. Pond looks really clear. We got a lot of wind and maybe a little tough trying to get them to hit on the top water. Hey, let's give it a try, okay? All right, had some pretty good success here. It's early morning still, just starting to get sunrise. I'll restream this later, so do stay tuned. Oh, man, right off the bat, I'm hooking onto some junk. Man, don't tell me I'm already stuck. Let's see if I can get this out of here before I break it off here. Perils of streaming here. No editing, I just render the video. All right, come on, come on. All right, holy cowser. I just kind of reached down there and grab it. It is really stuck. Okay. Oh well, first fish of the day, or first catch of the day, is some greenery. All right, let's get back at it. Yes, gotta love it, gotta love it. Let's see, I think last time I went counterclockwise or clockwise. I think I went clockwise. Yeah, maybe I'll get it to where, well, it's gonna get sunny. So yeah, maybe I need to fish the shallow area first along the bank. Kind of work our way in the shallows here and see if we can get something to strike. Just in case, let me move back here. All right, let's go. Oh, some more greenery. I'm gonna work it fast just because I want to see if there's anything lurking along the shadows or shallows. Oh, there's a hit. Quick hit. Looked like it may have been a little bluegill. A lot of that green stuff. See, I'm gonna shorten my line. Make sure make sure. There we go. See if we can get one of these bass to strike here. Looks real promising right now. Got to coax them to hit. Let's see. Stay in shallow. I want to clear this section here, then I'm going to go back around to that other area to my left. Okay, come on. Where you guys at? I'm going to try making it splashy. Just see if I can get their attention. All right, no takers there. All right, let's just pop it out one more time over here. All right, here we go. No? Here's a nice gap. Let's try the gap. Trying to make a lot of splashing motion with the water, or with the fly. See if I can get their attention. So, oh, there we go. There's a hit. What is he? Bluegill. We're going to start out with a bluegill today. Nice. All right, good start, good start. Oh, I got mosquitoes already showing up too. Holy cow. It's a fat one. Look at that thing. Holy cow. There's a fat mosquito. All right, first fish of the day, blue golly. All right, okay. Let's finish this, and then we'll come back around and head out this way. Okay, I want to hit that back area. I think the other day when I fished it, I tended to get more on that side versus this side. Okay, let's just quickly get started. All right, let's just keep going. Staying shallow, staying near the banks this time. Let me pop it ahead of me here. Oh, I see a turtle in the mix. Just a turtle out there. Take it right here in this shadow or little hole area. Nope, nothing there. Yeah, the other day I was having problems with my knots. I tried the trilene like I normally do, or correction, the improved clinch knot, and then a trilene knot, and then I switched over to an uni knot, and that seems to be working much better lately. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just a user error here, because normally those knots really hold well for me. Of course, the trilene knot, I have to double it over. So what ends up happening there is if I'm using a small fly with a small hook eye, it's a hard time to get it to take through the two. Oh, there he goes. Oh, I saw that. Okay, bluegill in the mix. Still in the shallowy area. Ooh, this guy's just shaking. Shake, Sonora. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Whew, nice handful. That works. All right, right in the shallows. I guess we'll just keep going. We'll just work it fast though. Yeah, it's about 6:30 right now in the morning. Oops, bad cast. And really wanted to just get around in. I got to do a little mowing, and I think I'm gonna get a haircut too. And then after that, I'll probably rebroadcast this. So stay tuned. This is gonna be rebroadcast later on today. I think yesterday I rebroadcast into the evening around 11 o'clock till about another 2+ hours after that. So today it'll be an earlier rebroadcast, okay? Yeah, I've been trying to stream from my phone as well as through this DJI action camera. And what happens is I got good connectivity, but unfortunately I'm not able to monitor the chat. And then on top of that, what's even worse is my phone will overheat, especially in the heat of the day. And what ends up happening then is I'll lose the live stream right in the middle of it, and I'll have to shift back again to another rebroadcast. So yeah, so stay tuned for more, and hopefully you can see this this trip unfold here at the Pond Behind In-N-Out Burger here in the city of Allen, Texas. Okay, I'm using this foam grasshopper. There's the In-N-Out Burger. Okay, all right, and we're just gonna work the shallow area first quickly. Just do a quick round just to see what may be lurking here, and then we'll maybe go a little bit slower next time. All right, so just a quick round around the pond. So far we've gotten two bluegill, no bass yet, but cross my fingers that happens here soon. Using the 2-3 weight Echo Ion fly reel and a 7.5 foot 3 weight 3 forks Prestige Cabela's Prestige fly rod, which I don't know if it's available anymore. All right, let's pop it to the other side of the greenery. We just kind of do a little shake here and just let it sit. All right, and then you'll just kind of pop it over again, work the edge here. There's a shallow area here. Let's pop it here. Okay, right there. I'm gonna stand off from the bank so I don't walk up on anything. All right, so far it's been 2 bluegill. Both were pretty shallow in the, or near the bank. Probably shallow water. Let's just kind of pop it ahead here. Trying to make a lot of commotion with the grasshopper to get their attention. I just saw something kind of move to my left or to my right. Let's go further out. Maybe there's a big one lurking out there that wants to strike. Just gonna step a couple of steps and then recast, just like so, and just kind of work in the bank, pop it over. Wind's coming from this direction, so I'm casting kind of at an angle right now, taking advantage of the wind when I go on the other end, or when I cast downwind. I'll show you here in a moment what I mean. So I'll just kind of pop it over, and you can see how easily it gets thrown or cast. Let's see if we can get one to hit out here. Come on. Just gonna gurgle it, pop it out a little bit further. Maybe there's one lurking further. I just need to get his attention. All right, let's try it. Okay, just these long pulls right here to get that grasshopper gurgling. Okay, maybe a dinner bell to the bass. Okay, all right, let's do it again. Big pulls, big pull. Come on, Mr. Bass. We're talking to you today. All right, let's go. Yeah. So yeah, I'm doing these long pulls, little pause in between. Tail end, I'll do a little shake at the end, and then we'll just pop it again to the next spot. All right, I'm gonna work this end close just in case. Something lurking here in the shallows. I did notice the other day, again, I was getting some pretty good bites in the shadowy area during the heat of the day. Yeah, certainly had a fun time doing a little fishy here, but we're gonna get ready to get into the heat of the Texas summer. So it may be where I come out and it's gonna be more of the early morning bite or the evening bite, because it's just going to be too brutal to catch it in the heat of the day. Even though you can catch them, I've done that before, catching them in the heat of day. But like I was saying, find a shadow area, sort of like its own structure in a pond. So good stuff. Urban pond fly fishing. Yours truly giving it to you here, live stream and a rebroadcast restream. All right, come on. Let's do it here. Wind is taking it way too close to the greenery. All right, let's just kind of do a little shake. Come on, shake. Let's take it out now. And I'm gonna do those big pulls. Let's see if we can get the glurp, the slurp or glurp. Come on, Mr. Bass, talk to me. Don't just be a bluegill today. All right, let's pop it in. Come on. Pause right there. Come on. Where are you? Okay. Let's try it out here. Okay, more long pulls right here. I like that surface turbulence that grasshopper makes as it cuts through the water like that. Oh, right there. Something just rose. Two of them just rose. 3. Okay. Let's see if I can get them to get their attention. No. All right, let's pop it over here. Let's go past them. Okay, come on, come on. There he goes. Geez, he rolled on it and I missed him. And then I got into the junk, this greenery that really clobbers everything. Let's see if I can clear it real quick and recast. I thought I saw 3 boils. Yeah, I thought I saw, looked like actually a couple of good boils out of the 3. So let's let them rest a little bit as I clear the line here from this greenery, algae. This one, look at this. This one's got definitely clobbered the hook on that one. I'm using 4-pound test line. Okay, and nothing fancy here. Just show you, this is my fancy high dollar tippet. Ready? Let's see, where did I just put it? Here we go. Fancy high dollar tippet, doing a little urban pond fly fishing, yours truly. There it is. Got 330 yards of 4-pound test mono. That is what I'm using today. I also use that other high dollar test tippet, the 6-pound strand mono. So yeah, budget fishing here. Avid fisherman, I guess not an expert. Bottom line, learn to fish by our trials and errors, the motto. I think in our description we also talk about that you can actually catch fish with not having to spend a lot of high dollar stuff here. All right, let's go in. See if we can coax this guy that was lurking here earlier. Maybe he ran off. Come on. Giving you a lot of action, buddy. Let's see, where'd you guys go? All right, let's take it out. Let's take it out, okay? Let's give those big pulls again. A lot of slurpy action here. Right there, that's like a dinner bell maybe to them. No, no. All right, let's pop it out this way. Let's take it out that way. All right, let's sit and get some movement going here. Let's see if we can coax them to come in. Right there, hit that thing. Come on, no. I got you a nice splashy splash. All right. Oh, I got some junk on it. Okay, right here is a culvert that oftentimes there's something lurking in there, like a nice bass. So I stand off from it just to make sure I don't spook anything. And we're going to kind of edge our way up above it and cast into it and see if maybe we can coax one to strike. Starting to get to the more shallow end of the pond here. Okay, big pulls. See if we can do a little dinner bell sound for these Mr. Bass who may be lurking over here in the little culvert area. Come on, come on. No. Okay, we'll let it sit a little. Okay, a little sit there. Let's go back over here, back here to the left. Nothing close. Okay, let's pop it into this gap right here. All right, sometimes there's one lurking right here where it enters into the little culvert area. You know, I should put on my polarized glasses. It's starting to get sun enough that I can take advantage of it and maybe see the fishy before he strikes. All right, there we go. That's better. Okay, all right, I kind of see a little bit better in the water right now, but we'll find out here in a moment when I get to this shallow area. Okay. All right, no one wants to play this morning. Holy cow. All right, let's come over here. Okay, walk it up close and get, come on, I hit it. The bank or the tree, it's a high bank here. Trees as well as the bank slopes a little. Let me go down this way. I want to do those real, make a commotion with this fly. Trying to do the little dinner bell sound for Mr. Bass. Okay, I see something. Something looks like it came from the left toward it. I saw a slight hump in the water, like a little V-wake. Okay. All right, let's try it again. Okay, I'll let it sit. Long pull, long pull. Come on, let's see it. Who knows? There he goes. Jeez. I had him. That looked like a bluegill, the way it hit. Man. Yep, and there's just all this greenery again getting in the way. Holy cow. He slammed it. He slammed it. And look at this. It's all green. Maybe that's why I missed them. Took it right into the greenery and then got the hook clobbered before I could set the hook in time. Excuses, excuses. I'm coming up with excuses. User error. Bottom line, I didn't hook them. All right, let's do it. Let's do it again. All right, let's move back and continue with this long pull twitching action. Let's go back out there again. Okay, take advantage of the wind and I can work that section over there casting. Okay, come on, let's do it. Long pull, long pulls, come on. Okay, no. Okay, so here it's shallow, so I'm gonna actually cast out further into this back pond area and see if we can get some commotion going right out there and bring it in. Okay, let's see if there is something willing to strike here. Okay, and I'm standing off about 10-15 feet from the bank, kind of clearing the water in front of me before I start casting over it. Oh man, now I gotta walk up there and I'm gonna scare every fish. Holy cow. Got me one of those greenery, call everything greenery. Okay, let's get that off there. All right, let's move back, get situated here, pop it out again. Okay, let's see if something's lurking up close. Let's pop it out this way. Okay, I can see in the water, don't see anything coming up behind it. Okay, all right, come on, come on. I'll work it a little bit slower here, trying to get it through these little pockets, little opening in the greenery. All right, let's take this one out now. See if we can go across here and coax one up. See if we can call one of these big bruises. I know there's at least a couple of nice ones in here that need to be caught this year, at least by yours truly. All right, we're gonna work this other bank here in a moment and we'll just kind of see what it's like. Okay, let's pop it out again. Better cast than that. There we go. Actually, I want to cast it out further. I got room on my back cast to do this. Okay, there we go. That's better. A little bit further out. Okay, I'm gonna let it sit and I'm gonna do those long pulls. Come on. A lot of commotion on the surface. It's like dinner bell. Come on, Mr. Dinner Bell. Get Mr. Bass to show. Come on. Where are you? Where are you? All right. I get it. Okay, let's keep going. This little popping motion here. Something just moved. Something just kind of moved in. Off to the left, I saw a little wake coming by. Good sign. That's a good sign. All right, let me take up some of this line. All right, I'm seeing some more movement on the other side too. All right, we'll be there. It's going. I see one, I think. Oh no, it's a rock. Man, I'm starting to see stuff here. Okay, it was a rock. A turtle. Nope, we don't want the turtle. Don't want the turtle. Okay, we're in the shallow end of the pond here. And I'm not seeing much movement at all. Kind of slapping the water with the fly. Seeing if I can coax the dinner bell sound to them. All right, let's go over here. All right, let's work this end. Okay, I'm just gonna drop it right there. Start out with a pause and then longer pull. Oh, okay, let's pop it out here. I think I just saw something moving. Come on. All right. Oh, there he goes. Something swiped it. Didn't quite hit it. There he goes. That's a bluegill. That's your classic sound of a bluegill hitting your papa, or in this case, grasshopper. Okay, trying to call up the big guys today, but let's get this guy back in the water. Back in the water! Let's get another cast in. Thought I saw another one of those V-wakes moving through the water, so maybe he's got a buddy nearby. Okay, I need to take up some line. I don't need this much line now. All right, let me reel up some of this line here real quick. All right, so we're gonna start working the edge here of the pond. I may work it slower just because I tend to get more on this side than the other. At least that's what it's been this year. Pop one right here in this one open area. Come on, Mr. Bass, where are you? It's not just gonna be a bluegill day, is it? I've done that before where all it was bluegill. Nice big slap in the water. Come on, come on. Coming in, coming in. No, look over there. Something just moved off the bank. Okay, good sign, good sign. Take up some more line. Again, don't need as much initially here, and I've got to watch the back cast now that I'm coming up along these trees. There's a hit. What is this guy? All right, what is this guy? I think it's another bluegill. No, wait. Yeah, it's a bluegill. Nice bend in the rod here with Mr. Bluegill. Nice bend in the rod. All right, it's not just gonna be a bluegill day. Let's make sure. We just gotta keep going. Gotta keep going. Right there, I told you I need to watch my back cast. All right, let's see, did I lose it? No, he's still on, okay. Let me do a little side casting here just to keep it out of the trees. I'm gonna stand off from the bank again. And here I'm just gonna kind of work it off shoulder, kind of flop it in there. See if we can coax another one of these guys to strike. Go back there, right there, okay. Got a little too close to the greenery, and I was worried I was gonna snag it. All right, let's go back here just in case. Who knows, maybe one snuck up behind me. Who knows, maybe one snuck up behind me and wants to play now. All right, I'm gonna keep this commotion going. See if I can keep that commotion going so Mr. Bass and Mr. Bluegill know that I'm here. There's one chasing it. Came up right behind it. See if he'll hit it. Denied. He came up right behind it, just briefly. Just did a little look-see. It's like, what is that? Then he denied me. Okay, try it again. This little gurgly sound here. Nice popping sound there. A little gurgly, pop. Let's see if we can get one to pop here nearby. Just gonna slowly work my way over. Working the shoreline here. See if we can get one to, oh, look at that, right there. You seen that? Right across. Something chasing something in the shallows. I suspect that was a bass. And who was there just a moment ago? Me. So maybe that's the dinner bell sound. They're starting to come in. We'll find out here in a moment, okay? What they'll do is they'll do like a little circle around the pond. So maybe they'll make their rounds and eventually end up where I'm standing. Let's keep at it. Persistence is the key. And here, not a bunch of fancy fly casting. It's just really just get that fly in the water. Short cast, checking it out. On occasion, I'm taking it over here to the a little bit deeper or a little bit further out. Okay, no stealth here either. It's just mainly, let's get that fly in the water, get that noise going, give them something to target. And in this case, something that's simulating, well, it's a grasshopper pattern, but I think it simulates more of maybe a bait fish struggling in the water. Of course, that crackleback works really well. Oh, wait a minute, let me see something. Okay, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Okay. That crackleback works really well in this environment here because I can fish it slow and sink slowly and kind of hovers at times right in the money zone where Mr. Fishy may be lurking. All right, come on. There's got to be a bass in here. I've seen him. I've caught him. Come on. Where are you at this morning? This is certainly different. I would have thought they had at least a bass so far. So far it's been bluegill. Mr. Bluegill. Staying up higher. Got some junk on it. Okay. All right. Let's let it sit. Come on. All right. Let's go a little bit further out. Okay. So far it's been slow action, I'd say. I think 4 or 5 bluegill on the grasshopper pattern. Come on. And I was hoping for the early morning topwater bite for these guys to be striking. It's just, well, persistence the key. Let's just keep going. Let's see what happens. It's only been about 30 minutes or so we can go on longer than that. Come on. All right, here I'm gonna cast it out a little bit. See if I can do those long pull cast right here, or long pull retrieve. Maybe there's something lurking down here. Come on. No? All right, I'm gonna step closer. I'm gonna take it right down the bank here. See if something's in the shallows right along the bank. No. Okay, let's go back further out. A lot of times they'll run a few feet over to hit this thing, so you don't have to be right on top of them to get them to hit. That sound is an attractant, and they're gonna come hit it, or come to it, and then they'll see it and hit it. So I am surprised I'm not getting more of these strikes that I was anticipating with this particular lure. Come on, let's see what we got here. Let's go. All right, let's work this one edge here. Just slowly, methodically making my way over, seeing if something is gonna hit, and I'm looking for bass right now. Really targeting bass today, because usually the morning bite is good. Let's see if it is good or not. All right, let's pop this one out. All right, do some long pulls. All right, come on, come on. Come on, come on, Mr. Fishy. Okay, I'm gurgling nicely. All right, just drop that one there. All right, we're gonna start working this stretch here. So not too long ago, I'd say in 3 to 4 weeks ago, this place was just clobbered with a bunch of that greenery everywhere. Just very hard to fish it. Now it looks like it's kind of tailed down a little. Got more open water to fish along the bank area. All right, so maybe we can coax something else to strike now. Come on. Yeah, I may switch over to that crackleback here in a moment, but first I want to finish out fishing the once around with the foam grasshopper. Let's go back here. Come on, come on. Dinner bell sound here. I got Mr. Splashy Splash right there. Where's Mr. Back? Down here again. Here. Come on, come on. Back over there. Got my line moving around. Line management, line management. Right there. What was that? What was that? Come on. What'd you hit? Something right over here. I just passed that spot. Looked like he was hitting something on the surface too. Couldn't tell what it was. But we certainly got a cast to it. Let's see. All right, come on, come on. What were you? Are you still there? No? Okay. Let's try out here a little bit. Splashy splash. Come on, little splashy splash. Okay. Let's pop it over. See if we can get him to strike. Let's go, Mr. Fishy. Wow, maybe it's because of the lot of waves or wind waves right now, so maybe they're not getting a good glimpse of Mr. Splashy Splashy in the water right now. All right, we'll finish this out, and then I'm gonna switch over probably to the crackleback and come back around and see if we can coax some to hit here, because I'm telling you, there's fish here. There is fish here. Just gotta find the pattern, and looks like maybe the morning bite is not a foam grasshopper. But that's fishing. You gotta definitely make adjustments. But yeah, we did get some bluegill, so that's good. Did get some blue golly. All right, let's do some long pulls here. Come on, come on. Let's see if we can coax Mr. Bass here. Let's see, come on. Right there. No, there we go. That was a bluegill. That one a bass. He hit it hard too. Wow. Let's see if he'll hit it hard again. No, just out of nowhere. Doesn't even look like there's anything here to hold him. Let's go further out. That's a big hit. It's a bluegill. It's not Mr. Bass, but out. Do a little bit more splashy splash. So far, just a bluegill. Bluegill. 4 or 5, I think it was, on Mr. Foam Grasshopper. And of course, I did hook into some greenery at the beginning. Yeah, that was fun. Luckily, I was able to salvage or grab the offending piece of greenery and get it unhooked, so I didn't lose my fly. And this uni knot seems to be holding pretty well. I've already caught several tree fish and not had any issues with the line or not breaking, so good news there. Wind is taking it. Okay, let's try it again here. Yeah, I got a feeling these wind waves are definitely making it harder for them, I guess, to notice the fly, even if I'm making all these splashes. Okay, let's take it up here. So we did once around basically using this foam grasshopper. We're gonna finish it out here, and then I'm gonna switch over to that crackleback. And I'm gonna fish it wet so it mimics a minnow again. That seems to be the go-to pattern when it comes to fishing that crackleback here. But when the little dragonflies start moving about, you can certainly dry it off a little, and you have a chance to get a little topwater action when they are feeding on the flying stuff versus the swimming stuff. Come on, Mr. Bass, talk to me. Where'd you guys go today? Oh man, I'm surprised. Not a single bass then. This is unusual. All right, I'm gonna fish it out here real quick, see if I can get some movement going. Come on, come on. Let's see. No? All right, let's take it right down there, right along the shallows, right near the weed line or the greenery line. No? All right, let's go back here. Oh no, that's where I was. Let's go back there. Okay. All right, I'm gonna walk it up. All right, I don't know. That was certainly different. A few bluegill on the topwater grasshopper piece here. No major takes that I've usually encountered fishing the early morning bite. So, wowzer. What's up with this? Okay. go over here and finish it out, and then we're gonna change to the crackleback. Try the crackleback. That one I just pretty much just cast it out, work the little shallows as well, and then may go out a little bit. All right, let's see. Come on, come on, where are you? Walk up slowly here. Work this one bank. All right, let's get it right down here. See if something's lurking back in here. All right, wow. All right, let's go this way real quick. Nope. Okay, let's step over. All right, I would have thought I'd got more than that. Holy cow. Once around, and it was just mainly bluegill. All right, I'm gonna shift. Come on, come on. One more try here. Sit. Let's pop it over here. No, pop it right out there and see what happens. Come on, come on. Nope. All right, let's go and shift. That was once around with the foam grasshopper, and the end result was about maybe 4 or 5 bluegill, no bass, no bass. So bummer. So let's shift to the crackleback. We'll just do what we just did and see what happens. Maybe we can coax a big one to strike. All right, bear with me. And this one's that crackleback variant where I tie it with no body section, but here I added a little bit of dubbing to give it a little thicker body versus just the hook shank itself. I found that it was working well for bass and bluegill using the, what do you call it, without a body or dubbing or chenille, but I just wanted to mix it up a little bit and try it. Sure enough, it seemed to work good, so I may start tying it in that pattern, but we'll see here in a moment. Maybe we'll get a better success rate or hookup rate with the crackleback. I'm having a hard time seeing this because I got my polarized glasses on. Okay, here I'm just going to tie another uni knot because so far I haven't had any knot failures with the uni knot compared to yesterday. I had 2 or 3 knot failures, proof clinch, trilene knot, even that the other day. I was getting some pretty bad knot failures. I was like, and it's that telltale knot failure that you can see the little pigtail end where it's unraveled itself. So I tied it good. Normally been tying them good, but hey, knot told me I'm not. So let's not tie that anymore that way, or get better at it. All right, let's let this sink a little. Okay, here all I do is do short casts initially. Get into some open water. I'll send it out a little bit further, and then we'll just kind of work the bank line here. All right, let's just get started. We'll go back around again. All right, here I'm just gonna do these initial short pull retrieves here, just like this, and then at the tail end I'll just kind of drag it. The same thing here. Work this edge. All right, kind of let it drag. I'll watch the end of the fly line for the strike. All right, I'm gonna let it sink in here real quick. This is a known fish holding spot. So you kind of want to work this one culvert. It's pretty deep there. Convinced a few bass to come out of hiding in that particular location over the years. So I always like checking it. Okay, now we'll just kind of drag it slowly. Let's go further out now. We'll let it sink a little, and then we'll just drag it again. All right. Let's go in this direction this time, where we just came from, and see if we can coax something to strike using the crackleback. Man, I'm having a hard time seeing. It's kind of shadowy here. Let me see. Go ahead and take my glasses off. All right. Yeah, it's probably better that I keep them on, but it's still dark enough that I can see in the water still. Okay. All right. Got the wind going here. Let's see if I can get it back here. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna do these little twitch motion. A bit tougher to fish in this direction with the wind. We'll make it happen. All right, let's see if we can coax a bass in. Coax a bass coming in. Let's go. All right, get in closer. Let's toss it out this way. Maybe they need something more fish-like versus bug-like. I did like all that commotion that little grasshopper was doing. Let's move up here. Right over here. Okay. Work it in close. I had that one hit over here. It was a bluegill, struck it out a little bit. Did see that one chasing something in the shallows, so that was promising. Okay, come on, right there. All right, let's do it again here. Okay, just gonna do these twitch action, covering the water quickly. better angle here. Okay, let's see. Slim pickings so far. No bass, just bluegill on the top water foam grasshopper. Take it out a little bit. Come on, come on. All right, let's see what's over here. No. What's over here? Nope, not feeling it, not feeling it. All right, short pull, short pull, short pull. Come on, come on. All right, again. No. No takers there. And let's go back here. All right. All right. I'm going to work it fast. Going to see if I can coax one in. Where are you guys? Guess that's fishing sometimes, you know. All this water looking really good right now. All right. Shake, shake, shaking. Let's go. Slow drag, slow drag. Let's see if we'll get them to strike from there. Whip it over. Yeah, I'm working it a lot quicker than I normally would, but it's been slim picking, so I'm kind of scouting the area quickly, trying to see if I can locate maybe where one might be. Go back out there. Little twitchy twitch action. Drop it here. Okay, let's go out there. So we had some bluegill hitting. Kind of perplexed that I'm not getting more hits. And I'm wondering, did they go deep? And do I need to switch to maybe an indicator now? Which I'm surprised, because I thought the early morning bite, they would be more active on the surface. That cast. Bird over there. One of those guys following me the other day on what I was catching over there at I think it was the pond over there at Caruth Park. That was fun. All right, come on, come on. Let's see what we got. Back to the shallow area. Bugs flying about. Okay, I just saw something move to my left. Let's see if we can coax them to strike. All right, let's go further out. More mosquitoes here too. Bummer. Mosquito City. All right, here I'm gonna put my polarized glasses back on. Now that it is starting to get lighter. Where are you guys? Okay. Where I put my polarized glasses. Oh, here they are. Got a bunch of pockets in this vest. Bunch of pockets. All right. Get them on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. All right, Mr. Fishy. Ready to play. Come on, come on. Slow, slow, slow drag. Oh, let's go back out. Just kind of drag it slow. Keep working it over here. Another slow drag. Pop it out. Oh man, I thought I saw something again moving. Moving like it was a fishy, like a bassy. Let's get it on. Seeing a lot of wind movement. Not seeing much fish movement. All right. So yeah, I may have to shift over to fishing under an indicator and fish it out a little bit and see maybe if they're lurking deeper. Sometimes I can run into some bluegill that way and the bass. There's something that just moved. Got it into some junk there. Let me clear it. All right. Okay, well, that was disappointing. I went around and got a few bluegill, and then this so far, I've not gotten anything on the crackleback variant. Slim pickings, big time. All right, just kind of keep working it though. Just keep working it. That's fishing. Slow action, then we'll get some pretty good action. Pick up on us. Okay, I see something moving. Look like a little bluegill again. Okay, there we go. Jeez, I saw the hump and I saw him go right for it. What I'm worried about is I think I had some junk on it. Yeah, dang it, he went right for it. I saw that. That may have been a bass. Let's go back out, see if he'll do it again. I saw some movement in the water. I cast right in front of it and I saw him swipe at it. It was your classic take where you're targeting some kind of movement on the surface, and he struck and I missed. Okay, let's go back out. There we go. I do like how I'll cast it out and I'll give it a little, move it fast enough to give it a little hump in the water, and then I'll see another hump come right behind it, and that tells me there's one coming at it. Okay, and I'm fishing it fast like this, mainly because there's a lot of green stuff down below. It could clobber it. All right, let's go here. That certainly acted like a bass, though. There we go. That one took it. That one was acting like he wanted it. I think this one was more like a bass also. No? Looks like it's another bluegill. Wow. Where are your buddies? Where's your bass buddy here? Okay, well, got him on right here. All right, let's just bump this down a little bit so we can see a little bit better maybe. Right there, okay. Yeah, he just kind of ran at it. I saw the hump in the water right behind it, like he was chasing it, and I could have swore that was going to be a bass. Let's see, we can do it again. Kind of weird that most of the hits I'm getting are going to be on this side, sounds like. All right, let's go back this way. Let's go send it out a little bit further. Just a little bit further. Okay. Watch the tree behind me. Is there a tree behind me? Yeah. All right, let me make sure my rod got, or my furls are tight. Okay, oh, now we're getting to some sun. All right, let's go back in here in the culvert. Gonna drop it right in there. Just in case, I've had it before where I've gotten some decent sized ones right out of here. Okay, let's see if there's one lurking right here in that gap. It's shallow here before it goes back into the pond, and like a little canal-like thing. And sometimes I'll see a bass just kind of sitting there waiting. I don't know what he's waiting on, but he's just waiting. Okay, let's work it a little bit further out. Okay, let's go back here. Just kind of working it shallow. See if we can get that bass action going instead of bluegill today. Send it out a little bit further. All right, come on, come on. Maybe it is strike indicator time. Let's go out further. Maybe deeper, I guess, for whatever reason. All right. Yeah, this is still pretty up on the water column here. Let's go over here real quick. I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna put on probably a near deer, little jig fly hook, and put it under indicator and fish it out deeper just to see. Before we go there, here's that spot where I spooked 3 of them. Some grass on it. They were right in here when I walked up. One of them actually swiped the foam grasshopper. There we go, it's clear. Okay, let's see if we can remind them that we're here still. Okay, come on, right here, let's see ya. Nope, not seeing them. No, not yet. All right, let's go out. Let's stick with this one for a little bit longer. I want to work this shallow area before I put an indicator on. Give this side a chance with the crackleback. Okay, come on. I'm just going to cast in front of me and see if I can maybe catch a glimpse of the fish before he strikes. All right, come on. Okay, right there. So over the years, these trees have definitely gotten bigger. When I first started fishing it, there weren't any trees and they planted them and they were small, and now they're bigger. Just perfect size to catch my back cast, if you know what I mean. It's when you hear me, oh, I got hooked. That's usually what I'm hooking, is one of those guys. I do look back behind me just to make sure it's clear, but sometimes you just forget in the excitement of the action. Of course, there's slow action this time right now. So slim pickings, I call it. We'll work it. Been a lot of times where I've gone out and it's been like this, kind of slow, and then bang, I get a nice one. And that just makes the whole trip, right? Okay. Working it slow. Kind of working the upper part of the water column here. Okay, bit over. We'll see if we can locate those bluegill that were okay. See if I can locate those bluegill that are out deeper usually. Let's get past this stuff. I see an opening here. Let's pop it right in there. Okay, right around this little drop-off bank area. See if something's lurking there. Back out again. All right, try it again. Back out again. All right, no takers. Denied. All right, we'll try over here real quick, and then I'm gonna shift over to that indicator. Okay, let me pop it out this way real quick, right there. I'm gonna let it float a little twitchy motion. All right, let's go. Okay, so did it twice now, went around basically, and it looks like the fishies aren't in the shallow area or even chasing anything. So what I'll do now is I'll shift over and see if I can locate them fishing deeper water. And when I say deeper, about maybe 3 foot. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll shift this over to a little jig fly hook, probably. Jig fly. Where is he now? One of these guys. Here we go. This is the near deer pattern I like using. Used it for bass as well as mainly trout. Wait, I got a squirmy worm here. This is a pretty good pattern. I fished it tandem rig where I've got this guy on top, this guy trailing, squirmy worm, and I was doing pretty well. I did that set up on the lower Illinois River up in Oklahoma, fishing for trout. It worked out pretty well. It was like, no, I feel like hitting the squirmy worm today, and they'd hit the squirmy worm pretty much till I got my limit. And other times they'll change their mind and say, eh, I think I'll take the little near deer. Here, I'm just gonna tie this on real quick. Come on, right there. A hard time seeing it. There we go. Okay, let me get my hands free here. I'm gonna stick with that. Man, something just jumped to my left. I'm gonna stick to that uni knot again, because that seems to be the knot that I'm able to maintain some good knots this time. So let's just make sure that we're good again. All right, so just got to get the line situated here. All right, there we go. 1, let's go with, I think 4. We'll go with 4. 2, go with 4. Come on. 3 and 4. So you'll see that how I tied it, and if it breaks off, hopefully it doesn't break off at the knot. Okay. All right, one more. Come on, one more for good measure. Right there. Okay, so we'll just kind of pull up on it and bring it up here. Tighten. A little lubrication. All right, that's tight. That's very tight. All right. Uni knot. Yeah, I saw this one video where someone was talking about the uni knot and said, hey, that's the only knot you really need. You can use it for attaching your backing to the reel itself with an uni knot instead of your arbor knot, and then you can attach everything else together on your rig using the same dealie, uni knot. But I tend to use the improved clinch, the tri-lead knot, the uni knot, and then a blood knot, or also called barrel knot, for all my knot tying. There's some other knots that I'll kind of keep handy, but those are the ones I typically go with. All right, 3 foot under the indicator, a little jig fly hook, the near deer. Okay, and I'm gonna just kind of shake it over here by the shallow area. Actually, it's not that shallow. It actually drops off pretty good here. There's a little, I don't know, ridge line thing. But let's get over here by this culvert. Maybe there's a bass over there lurking by the culvert, and I can coax him to hit. Because this thing will definitely take some bass too. All right, let's see. I'll give it a little shake too, just to give it a little action. But a lot of times, just the wave action is enough for the little bluegill and whatnot to strike it. Okay, it looks like there's a slight quiver there. Okay, come on, see if he's there. No, come on. No, all right, let's go here. A little bit further out now. I'm gonna let it sink. Okay, let's watch him. Let's see. Sometimes just sort of like a dead drift, like I do when I'm fishing for trout, is all it takes. I don't really want to hit something that's moving fast. Instead, this little, just let it sit. I'll hit it. We just got to find them now. Okay, start here, and then I'm going to move further out that way and cast. Just trying to try this spot here where I know there's some structure. All right, let's get it out. Okay, a little bit further out. Let's see, let me get a better angle with the sun. Okay, let's do a little twitchy movement here. Come on, come on, where you at? Make sure there's no tree behind me. All right, let's go out that way. No tree, man. Okay, all right. Just kind of slowly bring it in. Slight twitches on the way. I'm just gonna sort of scouting the water, looking for where they may be lurking. Sometimes they end up hitting the strike indicator. It's kind of funny. Okay, all right, no takers there, so let's go back out. Let it drift in a little. Come on, come on. Shake here. Where are you guys at today? All right, let's go back out again. All right, let's see what we got. A little shaking here. Here, got that tree there. I gotta watch that. There he goes. All right. Indicator went under. Oh, he got off. Oh. Guess they don't want much movement, at least. Let's try it again. This little short twitchy twitch up close. Definitely took that indicator under. I'm gonna shorten my line. My line just a little bit. There. Nope. I thought it was going under, but I think I hooked onto some greenery. Some of the vegetation down below. Take it out. I gotta watch this tree behind me. Come on, tree. Don't fail me now. Okay. Let's see if we can get him to hit again. Slowed down the fishing action this time. Definitely was expecting a bigger bite. Okay. I think I'm hooking into some greenery. Let's get that out. Oh, let's go out this way. All right. Come on, come on. All right, we're clear here. We can get it out a little bit more. So I wonder why they're kind of tending further out in the bank versus near the shore. Normally it's, there we go. Jeez, that one had it good too. Holy cow. Let me check this. Oh, it's barbless. That's right. I had to use this one on the blue. Barbless, man. Okay, new rules, new rules. Barbless hook. Set thy hook and hold on and make sure you don't relax the pressure on the line, or any slack in the line could mean a missed strike, like so. So I'm gonna shorten my dealie here. It's a very slight take. It's like, doesn't even look like I'm getting one on there, other than it looks like I might be hanging up on the bottom. And then next thing I know, I'm getting a hit. Let's see, let me just kind of twitch it over a little. Man, that one was on there too. That's 2 missed strikes. Gotta fix that, gotta fix that. Okay, all right, at least you found a pattern though. A little bit deeper, use a strike indicator, fish slower. Forego the topwater bite, probably because of the wind. A lot of wind actions. They're not reacting to the commotion on the surface as much, even though I did get several bluegill that way. Let's get it out. Let's get it out. Just kind of edge the water here to see if we can get them to hit. Come on, come on. Slowly working it. Yeah, come on, Mr. Fishy. Yeah, the one was a definite telltale strike on the indicator. The second one was just barely saw it. I almost thought I snagged bottoms. That's why I was lifting up on it. And then I saw it move, and that's when I set, and sure enough, he got off. Denied me. And that's one of the advantages of using the strike indicator, is you can fish your fly a lot slower and keep it in the money zone where they may be lurking. And so on these days where they're not really wanting to strike, you can get them to strike. It's like maybe they're playing lazy or something, you know? Like, I don't feel like chasing anything today. Just need to come to me. Maybe that's one of the days here that these guys are in right now. So let's see if I can coax them in with the strike indicator. So far it's I'm 0 for 2. 0 for 2. 2 on the line and denied. 2 on the line, denied me. Come on, right there. Let's see it, let's see it. All right, let's go further out. I'm just gonna work it a lot slower than I did earlier. Set it about 3 foot on the indicator. I may raise it so that it's maybe a 2, maybe 2.5, I don't know. Depends on how I do here in the next few. If I'm getting some strikes still, or if I'm clobbering bottom more often than I want. All right, come on, watch that indicator. And again, you wanna use the smallest strike indicator that will still keep your fly at the water depth you want. You want to go with a big one. You go with a big one, it's going to put a lot of drag on the line, and next thing you know, Mr. Fishy senses that, and they're not striking as readily. And then also, maybe it's a light strike and it's barely moving that indicator, versus if you had a smaller one, you have a better chance because you can detect those light strikes. So don't go big, go with just what you need to keep your fly where it needs to be. And with what I'm extra small or small cork strike indicator, works well, especially with this size 10, size 12 size jig fly hook I'm using. I think it weighs 1/80th ounce. The other one weighs 1/24th. Very light. Oh, no, missed that one. Little quiver on the line there, or on the indicator. It means set the hook. That's what it means, set thy hook. Okay, that one's snagging bottom. Okay, let me go a little bit further out, see if we can locate what depth they're hanging out at. All right, let's keep going. We'll work our way over. Over here is a little fish attractant. There's 2 of them in the pond, one here and then one over there, way out there. And the other thing that you're seeing in the water is the water fountain, which is off right now. But when it's on, it definitely sprays a lot of water, gives a lot of water movement. But right now, with all this wind action, I don't think it needs too much movement. All right, I think I may have to up the indicator because I'm starting to snag bottom a lot quicker as I get closer into shore. Okay, come on. No, yeah, I'm snagging bottom there. Let's go further out. Maybe they're out further, and I just need to remind them that I'm here. and that they want to play. A little twitch motion here just to give it some action. No? All right, let's go back here. By the fish attractant, I'm gonna let the indicator or the wind move the indicator. That should give it enough action. Now I'll just kind of let it drift along here. There we goes. Jeez. Okay. Let's go back out. Let's do that again. I'm gonna let it drift along. He took it under and I set the hook and didn't get him. Okay. It's a indicator day versus the other thing we were doing on top, and as well as a lot of casting. So it'll slow down in the action, but hey, it's what we do to adjust. Okay, I think I'm snagging bottom here. All right, let's get ready. Come on. That one took it, and I should have had that one too. That's 3 now. 3 strikes. Okay, I'm watching it. I'm watching ya. No. Go over there, right by all that greenery. See if I can drift it right in there so it gets up near all the vegetation. See if I can coax one in. Wind is definitely kicking up, and I'm gonna let the wind do the action in the fly. No, that one. I think I hooked into some of that green stuff. Let's go ahead and let it coax its way into the greenery. Little jiggy motion here, or twitch motion. I think I'm stuck. Yeah, that one's stuck. That's not it. All right, let's go this way. Let's try this retrieve or this drift. Come on. Yeah, definite slower action today. Okay. All right, much slower, like the rapid fire catch and release, catch and cook deal here. Well, I'm not cooking them today. Just catch and release here. Okay, there he goes. That one I saw him barely tap it. Did a shake sonora on it. What is he? Mr. Bluegill, we found ya. I got ya. All right, we found him. That was it right there. It's a slower, much slower action fishing under indicator. All right, much slower, but hey, it works. Sometimes you just got to figure out what to do. In this case, had to change, make a little change. Okay, let's see how deep I am. Oh wow, I'm pretty deep. Let's go ahead and drop it a little. Yeah, so I started out top water, got a few on the, what do you call it? Foam grasshopper, and then switched over to the damselfly variant, and then I switched over to this indicator. Foam grasshopper, I was hoping to get something hitting on the surface with some of these bass feeding early morning bite like I was anticipating, but that didn't happen. It's mainly bluegill. And then I switched over to that crackleback and fish it wet, so it'd be like a minnow. There's a hit. Ended up getting what was that guy? Bluegill. And then from there, I decided I need to shift and find out where these guys are, and it looks like they want a slower presentation here. Nice size one. All right, back in the water. Slower presentation, and then I started out with the indicator and this little jig fly hook, 1/80th ounce near deer that I tie. Okay, and I got a cork strike indicator. I think it's the 1/2 inch small, and it's standing about, it was 3 foot. Yeah, it was 3 foot under the indicator. Now I've got it about 2.5. Yeah, about 2.5. And that seems to be a better depth right now, because earlier with the 3, I believe I was snagging bottom at times. And with the wind action and all that, I can pretty much just let it kind of drift on its own and let the wind waves give the action to the fly. Really, at this point, I just need to pay attention to the strike indicator and basically set the hook whenever I get an indication of a strike. And it could be that it takes it under. It could mean just a little shake. Could mean a hesitation, like it's just kind of drifting along and it just pauses. All those are set the hook time. Okay, and while I'm doing this, I'll give it a twitch, like so, just to kind of give it a little action as well. But most part, because we got so much, there's a hit. Oh man, I missed that one. It was a slight wiggle. Okay, so for the most part, I'm letting the wind do the work with the occasional twitch of the rod, like so. And you know, fishing on the indicator, it's like fishing under a bobber. Okay, but it works. Okay, you know, I think some of the fly fishing purists don't like using a strike indicator. I use it. I use a strike indicator as well as I use the line itself as a line indicator. But in the case of a strike indicator, the reason why I use it is I can just kind of pause like so and just let the fly move through the water right under that indicator and stay at that depth that I want. Oh man, I think I'm getting some ants. If I use the line as an indicator, I'm using that mainly if I'm wanting it to sink and free fall on its own. But for the most part, I'll use this strike indicator like I'm showing you right now. So let's see if we can get back on this side real quick, just to see if we can locate where I miss those other ones before we go back this way. There's a couple of spots here to my left that tend to hold a fish or two. I'm just surprised I didn't get any. There's a hit. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. All right. Let's see if I can get him this time. That one was a slight shake on the indicator. Very slight shake. There's a hit. That one hit. That one took it under. That one took it under. All right. All right, so yeah, slim pickings with the beginning, but we're starting to find a pattern here. And that pattern is strike indicator and a jig fly hook, in this case the olive near deer, catching some blue gully and setting it about 2 foot, slightly 2 foot under the indicator. All right. Right there. Yeah. Love that shake, shake. Shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake, buddy. All right, let's see if we can do it again. Just do the occasional twitch, twitch here. Watch for that indicator to tell us there's a fish on the other end. Okay. Yeah, and that one hit it just barely, and then he took it under, and that's when I struck. All right, let's go out and just a little bit more and see. Okay. All right, so that's 2 under the indicator. All right, we found a pattern. Found a pattern. That's half the battle, finding the pattern. Let's just see how long the pattern sticks before we have to change tactics again here. Staying. All right, let's go out a little bit over here to my left or to my right. Kind of twitch it here. Fishing it more shallow here. Come on, let's see. Let's go back out. Actually, let's go back over here. All right, right there. Right by the fish attractant. It's one of those ones that's made out of PVC. It looks like a spider, or more like a jumping jacks, little whatever jumping jacks toy, but with a lot more things sticking out. Yeah, they put one here, and then they put one way on the other end by the point. I think I'm stuck. Okay, that one got some junk in the trunk. Let's get this out. I'm gonna move over to my left here in a moment, see if anything's lurking over there. Okay, we had some hits on this side. Now we'll go try over here in a moment. There's a tap. Jesus. Okay. Enough of that. It was a shake, pause, and I surely thought I had him. He was giving me the shakes. Okay, there's the wind waves, more wind waves. There's a slight wiggle to it every now and then, but I can't tell if it's really a strike or not. Let's take it out over here near that greenery, let it drift in a little. Okay, so yeah, the action, well, it's not as fast action as I'd like, but now that I found a pattern, I could do this for hours. Yeah, I definitely prefer hooking fish versus not catching anything. Okay, this one's acting weird. It may be dragging the bottom. Yeah, all right, let's go back here. Maybe dragging bottom. Okay, here I'm just gonna take advantage of the wind and let it drift it. Let the wind do the work. My job is basically to set the hook. I think that one's stuck on something. Let's go back out again. We'll go fish this culvert thing here in a moment. See if there is something still lurking in there. Okay, come on. Let's see if you're there. Where are you? Give it a little shake too. Come on. All right, no, it's acting like nothing on there. Come on. That one looks like it may be snagging bottom. All right, let's pop it over here. It's a shallow hump over here. It'll kind of hump and then go into the culvert. You want to fish basically both sides of it. So we'll start on this side and see if something's lurking. Not seeing it. Come on. All right, yeah. Got some junk on it. Let's clear it. Junk in the trunk. Step back a little bit too, so I can get a better angle of the culvert, because I'd say it's about 6 feet deep in here. And then there's that culvert that sticks up. It's over here. And usually if I can kind of get my fly in there, if there is something lurking below, I might be able to get his interest. Let's just kind of keep twitching it just ever so slightly. See if he'll come and hit it. It's gonna give it just a slight movement. Okay, I think I'm stuck on something. Yeah, I am. That's what I thought. I think I hooked into the culvert itself, I think. Oh no. Wow, I'm stuck. I may lose that fly. Yep, I did. Luckily, I've got another one. All right. Well, I must have hooked the culvert. Yeah, that's it. But look at this. It broke like it should have instead of that squiggly thing that I was getting before. Oh, I'm running low on battery. All right, let me switch this out, and then I'm gonna change the battery also. All right, I'll be back. All right, we're back. Got the battery changed out. We got a full Monty on there, and I'm gonna try this little squirmy worm jig that I made. Okay, it's made out of that little squishy toy stuff, and it's on that jig fly hook with a little hackle, grizzly hackle, and a little dubbing just to, or chenille to give it a little something something. And knowing that we've got some finicky fishies, I'm gonna try this thing. All right, and we're gonna do the same thing we did earlier, which was basically just cast it out and let the wind take care of the action. And our job here is just to watch that strike indicator for them to take it. All right, so I think that one's kind of dragging bottom. Let's go over here. Come on, come on. We'll give it a little twitch. There's the hit. I missed that one. Okay, okay. Twitchy movement here, a little twitchy. There we go. Shoot. All right, all right, all right. So that it does have that little tail on there. So a lot of times they'll be grabbing it and not quite get it. But I think I found something that they like. Got 2 hits in a row real quick. Okay, let's see if I can fix the my mojo and get them to stay on the line. All right, all right. All right, all right. Yeah, it was a slim pickings at the beginning with trying to figure out the pattern. Started a pattern or thought we found a pattern, and then did find the pattern, in this case fishing it under a strike indicator with that jig fly hook, the olive near deer. But now I'm trying to mix it up and seeing if I can get them hitting on this squirmy worm. Just having a little fun here on a Saturday morning, urban pond fly fishing. Got some winds here, so definitely got the wind, but I got my microphone, that DJI Mic Mini with a windscreen, so hopefully it cuts through the wind noise so you can still hear me. And I'll talk louder also, just so you can hear me. All right, so there's the hit. Wow. Okay, I gotta let them take it, because apparently they're not hitting it, or they're hitting it and taking it completely under, but I'm not getting it where the hook is. Yeah, it's what happened before on some other flies that other jig fly hooks that I've tied, where I'm using this, what do you call it, little squishy toy thing, squirmy toy, to kind of grab it, and they're not actually grabbing the section with the hook. And even the little guys, they can take it under pretty quickly. I'm stuck on the bottom there. Okay. All right, let's go back over here. See if we can coax another one to hit. All right, come on, come on. See it. 2 hits in a row, and then I missed them. I'm stepping on the line. Let me clear it. Woo! There we go. Got it. Go back here. I'm gonna work that area where I was getting some pretty good hits and missing them. And this is where I was fishing it a lot deeper. I made the indicator. It's about 2 foot under the indicator now. Just keep twitching it a little bit slowly. All right, that's on some junk. You can kind of see it when it hangs up on the bottom. Of course, it could be a fish also. So always good to just go ahead and just play like you're gonna set the hook on it. Where these guys go. Okay, we'll let it drift in a little. There's the hit right there. That's it right there. On the squirmy worm. I made this one out of a toy. That little squishy Whammo toy that has like tentacles and stuff. Ah. All right. So yeah, I got them. And I'll show you what I mean where they're taking it under, but they're not getting quite hooked. So what happens is it rides like so, and they're grabbing it here. So look how stretchy that is. I need them to actually take it all the way. So even though I'm getting a good indication of a strike, they may not be right where that hook is. So you pretty much have to just kind of play by ear. All right, take the good with the bad. You get some missed strikes, but hey, you also get some good hookups. Let's see if we can get another one lurking out here. You saw how that one took it completely under. Right there too, see? Right there, he took it under. Maybe I need to let him take it a little bit further versus the subtle hit that I was getting with the near deer. Okay, yeah, that little tail is really, really stretchy. There we go, he's hitting it. Man, that may be a little guy hitting it. That one was slightly running with it. Okay, all right. Well, again, it's a really easy tie, and I bought like 2 or 3 of those whooshy things from Walmart or from Amazon, I think it was. Amazon. And yeah, I think I got a lifetime supply still. It's like that mop fly that I tie. That one, I bought one of those, there's a hit, one of those dust mop things, and I use that to make the mop fly, and I still have that original one that I bought. Something tapped it. Could be those little guys tapping it. So let's see. Let's just make sure he hooks it good this time. Because like I was saying, it's not like the other fly, the jig fly hook or the olive near deer. This one, they're hitting it, and it's got that stretchy tail from that toy. And even though they're biting it, they're actually not biting it near the hook where I can get them. But definitely getting a lot more strikes compared to the other ones. Let's see if we can keep this up. Let's move over to the right a little bit. Okay, let's cast it out just a little bit further out here on the other side of the greenery. Okay, there's one tapping it. There we go. He tapped it good. That one tapped it good. I like that. Oh, he got off. All right, well, I saw it. All right, let's do it again. All right, I need to get off the line here. All right, let's get it out. Okay. Yeah, this one's getting a lot more hits. I'm good with that. Finding the pattern, that's half the battle. And then sticking with it, seeing if you need to make adjustments. In this case, I made an adjustment because I lost my fly. But when I did lose the fly, I snagged onto something down below. And when the knot broke, it wasn't the knot failure this time. Kudos to the uni knot. The other day I lost I don't know how many flies and fishes because of knot failures. Yeah, let's see if we can get another one to strike out here. Okay, let's pop it over here. Hope you guys are having fun. I'll stream this later on. It's about 8 something now. We started around 6. I've got some honeydew stuff to do, mow the grass, get a haircut, maybe figure out what I want to cook for Din Din tonight, and then we'll probably stream this a lot earlier than last night. Last night I ran it from 11 to about 2 in the morning, and I definitely need to catch up on some sleep here. But hey, it's the weekend. You don't sleep during the weekend. You got to enjoy every single moment. Come on, fishy. Talk to me. Bringing it in closer. Okay. Yeah, it seems weird. Most of the hits were coming over here. In the past, I usually got most of my hits over here on this side, right over here in this area. But I guess the fishies have moved elsewhere. I'm just going to keep dragging it in ever so slightly. Let's pop one over here by the culvert. Never hurt to cast to the culvert area. Slight twitchy movement here. Less wind here, so I'm kind of give it a little bit more action compared to over there where I was getting a lot more wind action. Pop one right over here. Maybe something's lurking nearby. Okay, it's moving. No, it's not acting like a fishy on it. Pop it out over here. See if something's lurking on this side of the culvert. Culvert's right over here. All right, come on, let's see. See if squirmy worm's the key today. Maybe not. All right, let's cast it out. Let's just cast it out and let's see what happens out here. Maybe something will rise up on it. I'm gonna let the wind do its thing to it. Kind of seems like it's stalling there. Let's move it a little. All right, let's get back here. Let's get back in the action. Start walking the bank, and as soon as I start hooking into them, I'll kind of stay there for a little bit and see if I can get more than one. Oh, there's a hit. No. Oh, yeah. Woo! Okay. All right. Nice. Hooked into some of the greenery. All right. Let's pop it over again. Okay. There's a hit. He hit it once. See if he'll hit it again. Wiggled it, but he didn't take it under, and that's that fear I have where it's that they're just tailing it. All right. Yeah. The fear I have is they're tailing it. I got some junk on it. All right. Well, I hope you guys are having fun. I'll be rebroadcasting this later on. A lot of folks get confused. They're like, I thought this was live. Well, I try to make it as close to when I fished as I can. Usually trying to render the video takes the longest, and then finding a block of time to do it. So there's the hit. But since we're fishing early today, I should be able to get it streaming later on or in the early part of the day instead of late evening like I did last night. And what I've been doing is just hitting up these different ponds that we have in the area, calling it urban pond fly fishing. And so far I've hit most of the ponds here in Allen, a couple of them in Plano, just down the road from us. We're over here just north of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And then I've hit a couple of ponds over here in the heart of Dallas. Twice over there at Caruth Park, over there by the Southern Methodist University, SMU. I had some good success there. Did see some nice sized bass lurking over there in that little canal thing that they had. Caught a little bass and bang, or a little sunfish, and sure enough, these two big bass came up and tried eating them. And then I fished Turtle Creek over there in really the heart of Dallas, just by the Katy Trail area, popular area that folks like walking the trail and whatnot. It's got a nice little creek area that you can fish, and certainly had some fun there. It's bass, bluegill again, some long-ear perch, real cool looking perch. Big long operculum that's real colorful. Got like a cichlid-like head. So that was pretty fun. And then just the other day I fished a local pond here, Kroger Park I call it, which is one that it's a small pond, but it carries some surprisingly nice sized bass, and ended up catching a little bass, and immediately right after hooking in that little bass, I had a bigger bass just swallow it. Well, he didn't swallow, he took it, and I fought him briefly, and then when he spit it out, well, I didn't have him anymore. And then I've been fishing, I call it PSP, Pin Stack Ponds. It's over there and right by the Pin Stack Event Center. I don't know what exactly it is, but it's like bowling and other games and whatnot, and food and drinks and what. And I've been fishing those ponds because there's been several nice sized bass I've had visual of, and I think the largest I caught so far out of there is just more recently, what was it? Maybe 14, 15-inch bass, but there are bigger ones. There was a bigger one that I actually had take the fly and spit it out on me. So yeah, that's fishing. That's fishing. Okay, just keep working this jig fly hook, or correction, squirmy worm. All right, we're gonna get closer over here to that fish attractant spot. All right, we only got two bluegill, I think, over there. Kind of quickly trying to get back to my spot. All right, let's see if, there he goes. You seen that thing took it completely under, and I still didn't hook him. Man, that's when he's got it by the tail. All right, he's hitting it again. I'm gonna let him take it good. Had it by the tail, took it completely under. There we go, did it again. Jeez, what is up with that? All right, let me show you why I'm not hooking up. Or at least it's my excuse of why I'm not. Comes up, oh, wait a minute, look at this. Maybe that's why I'm not. Comes up and he grabs this right here and it takes it under, but he doesn't have it enough for me to hook him because the hook is further up. Okay, let's do it again. See if I can get him this time. Squirmy worm toy. 2 hits in a row. Good hits, there's a hit. There we go. That time I waited on it. What is this guy? All right, Mr. Blue Golly. Golly, golly, golly. All right, got him. I'm hooked. Tangled, bear with me. There we go. Yeah, and just to explain how I tie it, it's very simple. Oh, this is nice. Look at this. Big old, look at that size of that thing. All right, so it's a little Whammo whatever squishy toy. It's the hint of chenille right here, okay? And then a grizzly hackle, okay? And that's it. All right, and this is a size, I think this is the 1/80th, size 10, 1/80th ounce jig fly hook. You get them on Amazon, you get them Cabela's, Bass Pro, you get them everywhere. You can use the other one where it's a bead head that you tie on a jig fly style hook instead of this one's actually got a lead deal on it. Look at this, I got all tangled, holy cow. But yeah, it'll you can do it that way. Bottom line, get you something that can make this squishy thing go under the water, sink it, and then fish it under an indicator and hold on. Yeah, it worked on trout, it worked on bass, it's worked on bluegill. And unfortunately, I can't get back here because I'm really tangled now. All right, hey, just settle down, settle down. All right, I'm back. I got it undone. All right, let's do it again. Squirmy worm, strike indicator. Let's see if we can get another one to strike. Mr. Bluegill today. It's Mr. Bluegill time. Come on, pop it out. Let it drift a little. Okay. Let it drift a little. No, come on. Where you guys at? Pop it out a little bit more. Work our way over. Yeah, that was weird. It was like 1, 2 right after the other, and then I finally hooked him. I wonder if it was the same one. He just kept coming back for more. Wonder if they do that. Okay, there he goes. He's hitting it. There he goes. I gotta let him hit it and take it under with this jig fly hook. Mr. Brugale. Call these Brugales because they're big. Actually, they're not as big as the one over there by my day job. Those are big, but these are still pretty nice. You can definitely make a meal out of that here with about 5-10 of those guys. And I've easily caught that many today. Took a while, but hey, I'm getting them with this. There's the hit again. Jig fly hook. Oh yeah, and this one's a different one. He's got a different color. Orange. It's got an orangey look to it. All right. Maybe that's why I'm hooking them better too, because they are bigger. They got bigger mouths compared to maybe those other ones that were hitting earlier. It could have been a lot smaller. Okay. And again, just to reiterate, use the smallest strike indicator you can that still keeps your fly at the depth that you're fishing. Okay. If you're using too small of an indicator, when you cast your fly, you're gonna see your indicator go under because of the weight of your fly. So you definitely want to use a bigger indicator. Okay, I just missed a strike. Bummer. Kind of weird that I'm getting a bunch of hits in this same spot though, and it's been different fish. Maybe it's a school just kind of doing a circle around the pond, because I wasn't getting any hits here earlier. Wait, I just heard something to my left. Well, it's just casting to my left in a general direction and see if there's something there. Twitch it a little. They have been closer in. Not been getting them way out there. It's been about there. Not where I was getting previously. Right over here, shallow or close to the bank. Now it's about double that length, so about maybe 8 or 10 feet out. Seems to be the spot where I've been getting most of the hits now. So maybe that explains a lot about how come I wasn't getting near as many strikes when I was fishing up close compared to the other days. Guess the morning bite was more of a further out bite. All right, let's walk it this way. All right. Okay, there we go. See if something's lurking in this area. There's some more junk on the bottom here. All right, we'll take it to that one corner. Normally I get some good hits there too. Okay, let's see. Come on, come on. Some movement? No? Let's pop it out that way. Okay, let the wind take it. Let the wind do the action. We'll just set the hook. Set the hook. Come on, Mr. Fish, yeah. Oh, no takers? All right, let's go back out. A little bit further out. It's gonna twitch it in a little. Watch for that take. Most of them have been a very light take too, which is surprising. All right, I'm gonna walk about. Yeah, this way. Trying to get over here on this side. Here's where I ended up hooking onto the canal or the culvert. I'm gonna come back here and see if maybe something's still lurking down there. Come on, are you there? Okay, right off this one corner point thing. See if something's lurking over here. Okay, I think I saw a wiggle slash jiggle. Okay, it could be a little guy just kind of popping at it, and that doesn't work as good, especially since I'm using this jig fly or this little squishy worm thing. Grab a tail. That squishy worm part, you definitely have a hard time hooking them because they're not actually near the hook. Here we're just kind of scouting the bank, trying to see if we can locate another set of them, school of them. Yeah, so most of the action was over there, but I'm just gonna see if the same holds true on this side where they're just a little bit further out from the bank. No. Okay, just walk it over. Walk it over. There's a hit. There's a hit. Oh yeah, there's a hit. Okay, yeah, it is like the other side, just about 8 to 10 feet off the bank. Wait for Mr. Squirmy Worm to beat Mr. Bluegill. This one's a little bit bigger than the other one. He's got some shoulders on him. Yeah, he got some shoulders. All right, nice. Get bigger! Big in the water! There's that fly. And I was telling you, those little guys pop it, grabbing it back here, and they're taking my indicator under, and I'm not hooking them. I'm pulling the fly out of their mouths before I can get the hook near their lips or jaw or whatever. Kind of got to wait a little bit before you set the hook. There's a hit, like right there. That one I waited and he went under completely. Holy cow, that's your classic. Yeah, he's got it and by the tail, but he took that one quick. Okay, let's just switch it a little. Twitchy twitch it. Twitchy twitch motion. Okay, no, that's on some junk. That's on some junk. Okay, short twitches. Let's see if he'll come up and hit it. Let's go back here. Come on. Let's see if you're there still. So yeah, the twice around and it was a slow go. But as soon as I got into the indicator and found a pattern, action picked up. It's still kind of slow, but it's working. I think that one's kind of snagging bottom here. Yeah, that's acting like it's on the bottom. Oh no, that was a fish. Holy cow, he was just kind of tailing it. He was tailing it. He He's toying with my feelings. Okay, no, all right. I'm trying to do the set the hook as soon as I see him tap it. See if that'll increase the hookup rate, even though it is that squishy tail. Okay, there's some tapping there, slight tapping. Come on, hit it good. All right. Let's go out here. Okay, some slight taps. Let's see if he'll move over just a little bit again. Oh, he had it. He was toying with it again. Holy cow. So I see him just barely moving it. Normally I would set the hook when I see that, but I think I just have to wait till he actually has it, because that tail is really squishy and they can just kind of pull on it and yank it all they want. Okay, let's just kind of move it. Just kind of shake it a little. See if I can get him to maybe hit it aggressively this time. Then again, it could be those small guys. That could be it too. All right, let's move over a little bit. Let's work this spot. I'll work it in a little shakes. Come on. See if you're there. Yeah, not very far from the bank, it looks like, but not as close to the bank as before. There's a hit. There's another hit. Jeez. Another hit. Yeah, normally I'd be setting the hook like that, but they got that tail. They got that little tail versus the hook itself. Could be the little guy. With the bigger guys, I'm definitely getting a good hook set. Little guys, it's going to be hit or miss. The little tail telling me they're playing with it. Yeah, right there, he's playing with it again. Come on, hit it hard. Yeah, right there, he's hitting it. Come on, hit it hard. It's going away from me. Let's see, could be a little one again here. I'll just lift it up slowly, see if I can feel them on there. Come on. No. Okay. All right, let's go over here. We just need to find those big guys to hit it. Yeah. All right. Little twitch motion, okay? Cast it out, just a little bit out this way. And then we'll go back to this bank here and try what we just did over here where we were getting them, where it was about 8 foot off the bank, 8 to 10 foot, and start working the squirmy worm under the indicator. Let's try that. All right, because earlier we were denied. It's definite slim pickings the whole time. Okay, I'm gonna drift it in, the wind do its thing. All right, come on. Okay, there's something kind of nibbling at it. I think it's those little guys again. All right, let's see if we can locate them. Little slight nibble. Twitch here and see if we can get them to come. Go this way. No takers there yet. Okay, there's something kind of playing with it there. Hit it twice. There he goes. Yeah, he had it. He took it under. Little tail is just too much for it. Hopefully it'll be a bigger one this time that'll hit it and I can set the hook on him. Okay, let's see. Now go a little bit further out, drift it in, give it a little twitch. Give it a little twitchy action here. No. All right, let's go back this way. There he goes. All right. Oh, it's a bass. Finally got a bass. That was gonna be a bluegill day. All right, well, Mr. Bass likes squirmy worm too. Nice. All right. Got a bass! Hey, bear with me, I'm trying to grab him here. Oh, man down. All right, there we go. First bass of the day. Nice. All right, squirmy worm. Squirmus. All right, well, second win now. Holy cow, got me a bass. Just keep doing this then. Just about 8 to 10 feet off the bank, and you just kind of plop the fly in the water, watch the indicator, see if we can find that telltale of a strike. The dilemma being when to set the hook since I'm using that squirmy worm. Little guys tend to take it under and not get hooked. The elasticity of the worm just makes it that much tougher. Okay, let me just make sure I'm not tangled. Yeah, I'm tangled. I thought I was. Holy cow, it looked like it. Okay, let's fix that. Yep, wrapped. Got me wrapped around my finger. Okay, where is it? Oh, got it wrapped around the little barrel knot. Perils of fishing DIY leader is, yeah, you'll sometimes hook into your other knots. Kind of be a pain to get undone. Sometimes I think it's well worth it because some of the price of those, what do you call them, tapered leaders are pretty high for what I'd want to really pay for them. I remember you can get like 3 for $9 way back in the day. Now it's like 1 for $9. It's a little high, I think. Especially since I can make my own. I didn't have to deal with this. It's not too bad though. Not too bad. Doesn't happen that often. Okay. There it is right there. Having a hard time seeing since I got my polarized glasses. It's like, okay, is that the line or is that another line? Okay. So far, we got a bass, finally. Thought it was gonna be a bass day. It turns out it's gonna be a bluegill day, but we did get one bass. On the squirmy worm. Okay, let's see. Coax another one to hit here in a moment. Bass or bluegill. I'll take either one. Kind of see if we can locate a pocket of bluegill here. I'm just mainly looking for that telltale of the fish striking it. Looks like the wind died down too, so I may have to give it a little bit more action with the fly rod compared to what I was doing earlier over there by that point over there, or that bank. Kind of twitch it a little bit here. We'll just give it a few more casts here. I want to go back to that spot over there. I kind of liked it. But good to know. There's a hit right there. What is that? What is this guy? What is this? Looks like another bass? No, big blue gully. Yeah, well, that one definitely took it. He wasn't messing around. He's like, I'm gonna hit that. That's mine. That's mine. That's my squirmy worm. All right, let's get this guy off. All right, let's get him back in the water. Back in the water! And there's the jig fly. Or correction, the squirmy worm. All right. Okay. What time is it? Oh man, I'm gonna have to call it soon, but yeah, I gotta go mow the grass and get a haircut. There's a hit. Or maybe I need to catch another one of these guys. All right, well, we found a spot where they may have been lurking. Don't know why they didn't hit my fly earlier, that when I went by here twice, but it's probably because I was using the wrong pattern. They did not want what I was offering, but now they want this. Well, let's go check again, just in case there's another one there. Let it drift along, do a little twitch motion. There's a hit. Ah, that was a hit. I missed him. Okay, little twitch motion again. There's a hit right there. Wow, I wonder if there's a whole colony of them here on their beds, which would explain why this one's a good one to go over, because then it'll be right at their level where they'll try to protect their beds. Wow, this is a nice one. And he's back in the water. All right, let's do it again. Pretty cool. Just working the pond, and we found a spot where they were lingering. So let's see if there's more lingering here. I just saw something move to the right. Just a slight, just right here. Let's see if there's another one kind of lurking there. Okay, just kind of drag it slow. Come on. No. Oh, he's tapping it. He's tapping it. Very light tap. Come on. You got it out. He's got to hit it better than that. Maybe it's a little guy. Let's try here. Stand off a little. Bring it in a little bit closer into shore. Maybe there's some lurking closer in too. There's a hit. Kind of do the same thing here. Bring it in just a little bit. Watch for that take. No. Watch for the take. Take it, man. Take it. Nope. All right. Let's go over here. There's a hit. Jeez. I wasn't ready. And I think it was one of those smaller ones because it definitely did not hook, and he hit it hard. Yeah, they hit that tail. It brings that strike indicator under like they're really hooked, but they're not. Right here he's tapping it again. Let's see. Okay, he took it under. Come on. That one took it under. Okay, he took it under again. All right, I'm gonna wait on this one a little bit. Look at that. I even waited on it. Jesus, what is that guy? Okay, let's see if he's still there. Okay, he's tapping it again. Come on, tap it again. Let's give it a little twitch movement here. What are you? Kind of interested in seeing what it is, if it is a small guy or not. That's stuck on the bottom there. Okay, just edge over just really slightly again. More twitching. Okay, come on. Let's see if there's another one lurking below. All right, just pop it over. Okay, so we had a good amount of hits off to my right, and then it's kind of tailed down now. Maybe we found where like a colony of them are. That one's just stuck on the bottom there. Let's go further out. So it was over here. So just in case, I'm gonna cast there just in case. See if there's more located there or not. Actually, I'm gonna cast out a little bit further out from it in case there's some lurking deeper. Okay, let's see. There's the hit. All right. That one took it way under, and again, did not hook him. Scrummy Worm City. Get your blood pumping. Further out. Let's see if he'll take it. Come on, see if you'll take it. This is the indicator. Do your thing. Do your indication thing. All right, come on. No, but up and back. See if one's out here again. Twitch. I like how they hit it immediately when they're being really aggressive. All right, maybe it's time to move on. Something was on there when I was lifting up. I could feel it. All right, let's keep walking the bank. See if we can locate another one here along this bank. I think I remember someone was fishing over here and they were doing pretty good in that same spot. So there must be a colony of them, a whole bunch of them kind of on their beds lurking there. That one's not. No, that one looks like it's just kind of dragging bottom. Yeah, dragging bottom. Okay, let's kind of do a twitchy motion here. No, 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 no. All right, I'm gonna go right here and then we're gonna work our way back. Actually, I'm just gonna walk right back over there to that spot where it's in the sun now. See if they're still there and then we'll close it out. I think we figured out what today's pattern is, which was basically fish under a strike indicator, set you up with, be it a streamer pattern, olive deer, probably a woolly bugger would work. Maybe even some nymphs and whatnot. And then the squirmy worm, sandworm worm, a squishy worm like I'm using here. Those all probably would work. I started out at about 3 foot under the indicator, then I switched to 2, and that seemed to up my game. 3 foot, I seem to be dragging bottom more often than not and not getting as many hookups as I would like. And then shifting over to the 2 foot, there is a hit, man. Shifting over to 2 foot, well, that just made the difference. And then now I've got little guys probably toying with my feelings where they're hitting it and it's getting hit on the tail, so it takes the strike indicator completely under, and unfortunately they don't get hooked because they're nowhere near that hook. Okay, and I'll show you what I mean when we start walking back to the other spot here. I'm just kind of checking out this spot. There we go. That's frustrating. So yeah, with the squirmy worm, they'll definitely pull on that tail. And it goes. It goes. Did get a bass on it though. That was pretty cool. I mean, I've caught trout with it. Don't really target bass with it, but I guess it works. Okay, I'm not complaining. Okay, let's do a little twitchy motion. Twitchy motion. All right, I'm gonna cast it here, and then we're gonna run to that one spot over there, and where it's all sunny. See if we get a couple more over there, and then we're gonna call it. Just want to verify if there's a hit. Jeez, what is up with this? Okay, that one definitely took it under, and that should have been a hookup, but well, that's the perils of fishing a squirmy worm or squishy worm. They take it under, but they don't really get a hook because they're playing with the tail, or they've got it by the tail. Come on, let's see if you're here still. All right, okay. All right, let me take up some line here. Okay, let's take up some line. I'll show you what I mean as I walk back to the other spot. Okay, so squishy worm is made up of a jig fly hook and that little squishy tentacle thing. See how tentacly it is, and look how stretchy it is. And they grab it here and run with it. Sort of like when they're grabbing a night crawler or earthworm thing. And so you don't get them on the hook itself. Instead, you're getting them here, and that's what's taking that strike indicator under. The bigger ones, they'll get a big hit and they'll hook themselves. Smaller ones, well, they like that tail. They like that tail. All right, let's go over here. Let's see if we can catch 1 or 2 more, and then we'll call it. And then I'll see you guys this evening. Hopefully get some good engagement again. Yours truly hosting another rebroadcast, restream of today's urban pond fly fishing adventure. What do you think? Pretty good commercial? Let's get this out here. Let's see if the bigger guys are lurking over here still. Come on. See if you're still here. Pop it over. Okay, come on. I think they were out here a little bit. Come on. Let's see what we got. Are you guys still here, or did you guys already move on? Definitely a lot more windier in this direction here. Okay, something's tapping it, but he's not hitting hard. Holy cow. I wonder if the little guys moved in. Okay, let's let it jig a little here, bring it in. See if I can coax another to strike. No takers there. Let's go back here. Just gonna let it drift in the wind. Give it a jig or 2. Come on. Okay, that one's acting a little fishy. Let's recast. Just want to locate these guys if they're still here or not. Kind of tell me if I come back to try that spot first before I go to others. Sort of like that one where we were getting a set there. That one seems to be a consistent spot. There's a hit. Come on. That was a hit. Take it all the way. All right. Let's just play it by. Yeah, right there. Very slight tap again. I think it's those little guys now. Little guys may have moved in. Holy cow. All right. Let's see if we can get them though. Working it slowly. Taps yet. Okay. All right. Let's go back over here. Yeah, this may be the spot. Let's see. Tap, tap, little tap, tap. No, no. Come on, let's see it. Let's see it. No. Okay. Let's try over here. Of course, it is sunnier now. Maybe they moved to a shadier spot. God, I don't want to be in the sun. I must be free. Bring it in closer. Closer. Wow, where did they go? All right, let's pop it out here. See if maybe they're over here now. Mr. Mr. Bluegill, where you guys at? Nope, not seeing movement there. Let's go over here. Take it into the greenery. Guess they're moving around instead of staying in one spot. All right, there. It's just kind of drifting. I'm just kind of paying attention to that indicator. There we go. Ah, jeez. Don't tell me it's the little guys. Come on, come on. That one took it good, too. Come on, hit it good. All right, all right, all right. Take it out just a little bit more. Okay, let's see if we'll get them. All right. Come on, come on. All right, here. Come on, where'd you guys go? Are you in the greenery? All right, that's stuck on something there. That wasn't a hit. Kind of drag it slow again. Take it right here now. Let's see if we can, just trying to locate them. See if this pattern still works. Okay, no. Slim pickings now, what's over this? Are you there? Just kind of jiggy it closer. I think that one's dragging bottom or maybe hitting some vegetation, at least the way it's acting. Yeah. All right, let's take it out a little bit and let it drift a little. See if they maybe moved out a little bit from the pond, which would mean I probably have to put the indicator deeper. Okay, put out again. Had those light strikes over there to my left. Things quieted down again. Woo! What time is it? 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock. Come on, fish gado. Let's go. All right, let's try back here again. Right in this sunny area now. There we go. No, I think I hit bottom on that one. Come on, let's see it. See if we can get one more to close it out. Come on, fishy, cooperate. Who's gonna be the lucky winner? Right here, right here, right here. No, no, no. All right, back out. Drift in. Watch for a strike. Taker's there. Back out again. Watch for a strike. Okay, let's go back out here. Try here. There he goes. Jeez, very light tap. Come on, I need one to hit it hard. Aha, need him to hit it harder than that. Come on, buddy. Okay, let's see if we can get him. All right, here we go, here we go. No, not yet. It's light drift. Not seeing an indication yet. No, I think he was just toying with me. He's like, no, you don't need to close it out yet. You need to fish a little bit longer. I'm like, I got a ton of stuff I gotta knock out. I gotta mow the grass. Gotta get my hair cut. Gotta find out what I want for dinner. Feeling like trying that induction burner again and maybe tried some flat iron steaks. Heard that works really good on the burner. I did a skirt steak, a picanha, a ribeye, and a sirloin already so far, or T-bone. And yeah, I like it. Basically cook it for 6 minutes. Cook it for about 6 minutes. 1 minute, 1 minute each side and a high, and then shift over to 30 seconds to a minute each side for a total of 6 minutes, and then let it rest for 5 minutes. And so you got yourself a tasty steak. Very tasty. And what's even better is easy cleanup with that induction burner, and it heats up fast. Plus I get to cook on cast iron. I like cooking on cast iron. I think it's cool. I think the food comes out better, and I think it heats up more evenly too. Yeah, it heats up more evenly. Let's go back over here. All right, I'm gonna try over here. If we don't get them, we're gonna call it and come back another day, and I'll get my stuff done and definitely stand by for a live stream this evening for this evening. Okay, and I hope to see y'all there. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see it. Let's see it. One more hit here. See it. Where you guys lurking? Come on, come on. Maybe they're further out now. Okay, right there. Nope. Let's go right here. There maybe? No. The slight cast, slight switch of the road. Twitchy action there. Okay, something moved it. Now, I think that was bottom. Something grabbed it. Some greenery, the way that was acting. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, come on, come on. Guess they moved on. Holy cow. Bummer. Here, let's go back to that spot where we were catching them. Just confirm that they're still there so that we'll know to come back again next time. All right, if I remember right, should be right where this patch of ground is that I kind of marked off last time. Let's see, right up here. Oh, I see a good marker. There's a marker over here on the trail to my left. Let's see if that's the case. See right there? Right there, little wooden deal. I'm just gonna cast here and let's just confirm that these guys are still here, and then we'll call it, okay? Because I certainly have to do some stuff today. Okay. Right in front of me. No takers. No, no. Okay, let's go here. See if these guys are still playing here, or did they move on? Okay, let's go back this way. Yeah. All right, I'm on the marker. Okay, are they still here or not? Come on. Did they move on? Let's go right there. Step over a couple of steps. Okay, I think something's tapping it. I think it's little though. Okay, shake it a little bit here. All right, let's cast further out here real quick. I don't think they were that far out earlier. Okay, bring it in a little bit. All right, I'm gonna step over. Oh, there's a hit. Okay, maybe we found it. Just a little bit to the right as you face the marker. Okay, getting some taps, getting more wind though. Okay, yeah, that wind movement is pretty good. I'm gonna let it do the thing, do the fly. Come on, step over. Okay, once I hook one, I'm gonna mark the spot in relation to that wooden marker. Okay, come on, go back over here. Let's kind of move over here. Come on, let's see. There's a hit. Slight tap. There he goes. All right, bring him in right here. Okay, so there's the marker and there's a tree. So 2 trees over to the right of the marker is the starting point. And guess what? I'll have it memorized. Plus, I just gave it away to everybody else. So if you guys come over, give it a try. Got some bluegill lurking here in the pond. Setup I use right there. Squishy worm that I tie, and strike indicator, cork strike indicator, and I'm set about 2 foot under the indicator right now. I did start out at 3 feet, and then I went ahead and went with 2 feet. All right, let's see if I can get a better angle here. Okay, so right there. Okay, so I hope you guys had fun. Again, I was using the 2 3-weight Echo Ion fly reel along with the 3-weight Cabela's 3 Forks rod right here, and it's 7.5 feet. And I'm using a 3-weight weight forward line, and I'm using my own DIY leader and tippet. 30-pound mono, 14 or 15-pound midsection, and then the 4-pound test Stred mono. All right, so 30, 15, 14, and 6, or 4, or 2, depending on how light you want to go with the tippet. All right, see y'all this evening. Appreciate you guys joining, and until next time, we'll catch y'all later. Good luck and good fishing.